Hey y'all, how we doing tonight? I figure I'd wish you all a happy new year for one. 2021 was a great year because you people made it a great year. I have a lot coming your way. You know, I was gonna do a hot challenge tonight, but my supplies never came in. I will be doing a spirit box session. There's been a lot of noises in my house. I don't know where they're from. It sounds like someone's jumping up and down upstairs, and everyone knows I live alone, so. I do have my spirit box handy, and I will be doing a spirit box session here as soon as I get this set up. Turn on the SLS app is what I use. I hope everybody's having a good time tonight. I suppose by the time you see it, it will be New Year's Day, so. But I am gonna start off by asking the spirits that are in my house, Happy New Year. Who is the black shadow I see in my house late at night? Anyone here want to talk? Okay, I know you're here because you touched the device. Do you want to say anything tonight? You know it's New Year's Eve. Can you at least tell me Happy New Year? Do you know what year it is? Just wait for a response here. While we're waiting for a response, I'd like to thank all the supporters and subscribers that have made my channel what it is. I'd like to thank all the YouTubers who I have worked with for the past year, mostly on live streams. We never haven't collabed. You're in the kitchen? Are you cooking in the kitchen? Kitchen's over that way, so. Well, I also like to thank, I made my,
Be careful. Be careful.
Be careful. Why should I be careful? Just sent me a warning to be careful. Who should I be careful from? Special thanks to the Southcax and to Omar Gosh TV, James the Fam, Lou Rock, Lucid Rock, and also to other YouTubers who have supported my channel. Brenda Hawkins, Paracryptid, and Hawk Paranormal. A big shout out and Happy New Year to you. Run. Why do you want me to run? Told me I should be careful and you want me to run. Why do you want me to run?
Run.
Run. Why do you want me to run? Who am I running from and where am I running to?
Be careful.
Be careful. Ah, I see. You're telling me to be careful because you want me to drink and drive, is that it? Yeah, you shouldn't drink and drive either. You might spill your drink. No, I'm just kidding, don't drink and drive. You know,
Who?
who? I'm talking to you, and I'm talking to my supporters out there. This year has kind of
Satan.
been
Be careful.
Satan. Be careful. So Satan is in my house. Like, I have been seeing a black shadow come over me, like when I'm sitting in the living room or I'm sitting in my bedroom, I see a black shadow just go over the wall at night. So it ain't like the sun, someone passing by the window and the shadow coming over. It's a black shadow. And there's my cats would be laying next to me because I think it was them, their shadow, but this shadow was huge. And but yeah, my house has had a lot of activity lately. A lot of negativity has been.
How do you feel?
How do I feel? I feel fine. How do you feel? I'm gonna have a lot more videos coming out this year. I'm gonna be doing a lot more, traveling a lot more. Hopefully I can get my situation with the Sasquatch Woods and go out there, at least film out there once a month. Now, I still owe you guys a overnight challenge out there in the Sasquatch Woods, which is something that no YouTuber and no cryptozoologist has ever done, and sleep in the nest of a Sasquatch. And I know I've been saying I'm gonna do it. I am going to do it. It's just I have to really prepare myself because I'm gonna be right in the heart of Bigfoot country, right in the heart of I'm gonna be right in their home. And you gotta remember, they're nocturnal, so they're gonna be walking around and running around at night. I'm not gonna sleep right in the nest, but I'm gonna sleep in the area where they have their nest.
Satan.
Satan. Who's Satan? What's your name, Satan? I hope everybody's doing well, so everybody do. This year I will be getting a computer so I can live stream. I really want to live stream. I kind of miss it. YouTube kind of took it down to where you have to have a computer to live stream, and you can't do it on your phone anymore until you get monetized. I have new merchandise. Link will be in the description. And I'm also working on some more merchandise. Yeah, just kind of home alone. Me and the spirits and the cats. I want to tell you something. All these people saying a demon possessed me and a demon chased me, very rarely do you ever run across a demon. You might run across a evil spirit, a spirit who's in a bad mood, but a demon, you'll never, if you run across one of those, you won't know it. Because he won't try to possess you, he will possess you. Okay? Now, evil spirit, a bad spirit, will try and possess you, but you will know that. You will be able to fight that off. A lot of them want to act like demons, but they're not. You have to be in a place with a lot of death, and a lot of conjuring, and a lot of areas where sessions of evil have taken place, like the Ouija board and stuff like that, seances, and then you might have a demon. I've talked to a lot of paranormal enthusiasts and paranormal ghost hunters, and they said very rarely do I met 3 or 4 of them. They said they've never ran across a demon, just evil, mean spirits who act like demons. And I try to ask them what the black shadow on my wall was. You know, it comes down and it disappears. Once in a while, I hear someone walking around, jumping around upstairs like they're dancing up there or something, you know. And see things move once in a while. Do you spirits that are in my house, would you like to say anything? Who keeps jumping around upstairs? Who keeps making all that noise up there? I've got kind of a cold tonight, so. I'm going to switch over to SLS app, see if there's anybody here. Anybody here that wants to make themselves known? Right now I'm shining into my kitchen. I see the cat looking up, like someone's standing there, but I can't pick nothing up on the SLS app. Anybody here tonight that wants to make themselves known? No pun intended, but it's quite dead when it comes to the spirits. Not much activity tonight. Basically, I came on to wish everyone a happy New Year's and to thank you guys for your support and to subscribe to my channel. I know I give some exciting content. I don't do the real extreme stuff like what the real good stuff like what Omar does or James the Fam does, but you know, I try my best. Of course, I don't have the money that they have, so, and to make videos it takes money. That's why my merchandise is going to be 20% off, so I already deducted lowered the prices on my merchandise, on the new stuff I put up. And hopefully with the proceeds from that, this year I can make a lot more videos, more content, more in-depth videos. There's a lot of fun videos I want to do. I want to do a couple hot challenges. I want to collab with a few people, but I have to get to them first.
Dog.
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 Where is there a dog at? You know, sometimes I'm wondering if them saying the dog, it sounds like there's a dog like upstairs, and everybody told me, well, it could be a raccoon or a squirrel or something. It's too heavy to be a raccoon or a squirrel. It's got to be a ghost dog, you know, because everyone's heard of them.
Albert.
Albert. Albert. Albert. I don't know anyone. I do know someone named Albert, but I don't really hang out with him much. You know, I will be changing locations. I will be moving out of this house. If things go my way, if I can get stuff my way, I will be moving out of this house. I will be moving to either an apartment, or I will be moving. I want to move out to Washington State. You know, Sasquatch country, Bigfoot country. There is some land out there I've been looking at. my house in Montana that I had, that land out there, I sold that. That's gone. So, but there is some land that the guy wants to get rid of cheaply. It's 20 acres and it has a small little cabin on it. He said after he built the cabin, within a week or so, he's had too many experiences with Sasquatch to remain there. In other words, they scared the crap out of him. And now he's looking to dump his property. Well, Sasquatch is right up my field. Will they make themselves known to me? They probably will. And it'll probably be more than I've ever experienced. But I will check into it. Not necessarily saying I'm going to take the property, but it is an interesting offer what he made me. So, and it's only 10 miles from the Canadian border. That's, because they all come down from the Canadian border. Canada, Alaska, because when the land bridge between Alaska and Japan, or the land bridge that was there between, is it Alaska and Russia, I think. Before the water covered all that, that's how they say the Sasquatch got over here, is that they're from there originally, and when that all flooded over, they were just stuck here. They made their home in Canada.
Be quiet.
Why do you want me to be quiet? Give me one good reason I should be quiet. Move something. Move something in my house and I'll be quiet. Make a loud noise. If you're here, can you at least touch my phone? Come on, touch my phone. It's not going to hurt you. The device is not going to hurt you. Make my phone go beep. I've got my phone on airplane mode. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's on airplane mode. And so anything that's coming through.
I'm close.
You're close. Okay. When you get right up to me, touch this device in my hand so I know you're here. I know you can do it. I'll set it down on the table. But yeah, that land up by Washington State, 20 acres. I mean, it is kind of pricey, but it's a lot cheaper than what he paid for it. He got suckered into it. He didn't know about the Sasquatch or the bear or the other wild animals that are up there. They never told him anything. You just kind of hear, we'll give you a real good deal on this, He's a hunter, but when it comes to Sasquatch, he said, I don't deal with them things. Some things are mean and nasty, so, I go, you ever try to make friends with it? He goes, I'm not, those things are like 18 feet tall. They're not, I mean, they do get that big, but they might get that big up there because that's where all the big ones usually are, is up by the Canadian border in Canada, Alaska, the real big ones. The ones that we see around here are average about 9 foot. I don't know if it's just a territory they live in, the reason they don't grow so big, but who knows, He said he's seen them uproot a tree, just pick a big old oak up and just uproot it. Yeah, I wish I could see something like that. I'd whip the camera out and get that on video. Now that would be something. He said,
Closet.
closet. You're in the closet, huh? No. It's 2021. Gonna be 2022 here. Being in the closet, you don't have to be in the closet anymore. You can come out of the closet if you want. Anyway, he said he seen it uproot the tree, turn it upside down, and stick it in the ground to mark its territory. He said he showed us a picture of that about 500 yards from his cabin, and he said he sat there and watched this creature do it. And why do I, and stuff like that? I would love something like that. Now we see it all the time in the woods when we go out there hunting Bigfoot. We see the trees turned upside down, but we've never actually seen or caught any Bigfoot on video actually doing it. Now that would be a video. That would put me on top of the food chain, so to speak. Some of the experiences he told me he has. He goes, in the springtime when everything starts melting and the animals start coming out, I guess they're real active out there. I mean, they're extremely active. He said during the winter they're active too when they're looking for food, and most of their food is either hibernating
No.
or they can't catch it. No. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna go out there. I told him I'm gonna go out there and spend a couple of weeks out there. If I can catch something on video during a couple of weeks, some good stuff on video, even close to the stuff that he's saying, or maybe even the stuff he's saying, I'm gonna definitely take the cabin. And I'm definitely gonna have my camera with me, because if I catch something, that's gonna put me on top of the food chain. On top of the cryptozoology food chain. He said the real estate agent who has that property said he won't go on the property, won't go back in the woods where the cabin is. They took pictures. They paid some guy to go back there and take pictures, not telling him about the Sasquatch back there. He said he come running out of there, jumped in his car and took off. Brought the camera back to the office and said, no, it's too. I mean, I got your pictures for you, but you didn't tell me about what was out there, about those creatures out there. So, I mean, if it's that serious out there, I want to go check it out. Because if it is that serious, I not only buy the place, I'll live out there full time. Yes, it will be dangerous, but if you live in the city, you cross the street, you can easily get hit by a bus or a car. So it's just as dangerous. Life is an adventure. That's why I have Life's Adventures. Adventures are everyday life. Walking to work, walking through the woods, get hit by a bus or a car, get ripped apart by Sasquatch. It's all life. It's all life. I have this one Sasquatch that I've been studying that sometimes quite recently has been making appearances to me, but for some reason, every time I try to pull my camera out, he disappears. He takes off. It's like they don't want to be filmed. They know what a camera or video camera is. They don't want, I don't know. I mean, like I said, we don't know these creatures. We can only guess at why they behave the way they behave. We all can make, it's a very interesting subject. I could talk for hours about Bigfoot and my experiences. I'm going to tell you though, every cryptozoologist out there, or cryptozoologist enthusiast, wants to get that money shot, wants to get these creatures active, in a shot or a video of them being active and making their structures or making their marks, or, you know, as far as gifting, I'd never gift. I'm actually against gifting because it's like it's like a dog or an animal. You go out and you leave it gifts of food. Then you go out one time, you don't have no food with you, and they're counting on that, and you don't have it. You could end up getting hurt if not killed. So yeah, gifting, I advise against gifting. A lot of people do it, and I still advise against it. You know, the cryptozoologists out there, they do it, but me personally, I advise against it. I mean, now if you want to go out and have a little campfire and cook some food, and as long as you're with someone, they really won't make themselves, they will make themselves known, but on the edge of your camp. They won't come into camp if you're with someone else.
God.
God. Yes, there is a God. Do you believe in God? They'll stay on the edge of your camp if you're got other people around. But if you're by yourself, they will get bold and won't walk into your camp. But from what I understand, that these ones are more aggressive than anything I've dealt with in the lower 48. So, and they're a lot bigger and a lot meaner. So, you know, and a lot of them are territorial. Even though he owns the 20 acres and he built the cabin, you know, who's to say that he didn't intrude on the territory that they claim, the area that they claim, you know? That's probably what he thinks is going on. And I'll know more when I get out there and get a little experience, get more information on it. That won't be till like next summer. Spring, next summer. But I will be heading out there. I will be doing a Sasquatch hunt out there. I will have people going with me on that Sasquatch hunt and the Sasquatch around here, the hunts here. I do have a person to go with me. I'm finding out that they are more aggressive than what they were in the past. In the past, I could walk through the woods, I could hear them grunting and growling and stuff. But lately, they've been I've been getting more than just rocks thrown at me. I've been getting big rocks. Big rocks thrown at me. And when they throw something that big at you, and then those are killer rocks. Those are the ones they try to kill you with. But I will be making more videos. As you see, I do Sasquatch and ghost hunting. I kind of intermix the two. You know, I'm intrigued by them both. Sasquatch, I've been around the Sasquatch world for about 35 years. And in that 35 years, I got a picture of one. I had pictures of, I had hair samples, but you know, over time, they disappear or someone steals them, or, you know, and the time I took those, YouTube, internet, cell phones, they weren't around yet. It was, you know, back in the early 80s, mid 80s, you know. Oh well, I could sit here and talk all night. I just hope everyone has a great new year. Staying positive is the key. You stay positive and you can put your mind and do anything in your mind as long as it's positive.
Like.
You like that? You like me? Someday, maybe I will, or someone else I know might, maybe not, discover and find out what the Bigfoot creatures really are. Maybe we will eventually become friends with these creatures. I know that sounds a little far-fetched, but they get to know them. They get to know us. We get to know them. And maybe a lot of questions that we have will be answered eventually. Maybe they will, maybe they won't, you know. And what's the spirit realm? Someday we're going to eventually find that out too. There's a lot of questions in the universe that no one has answers for, and I guess us as YouTubers and creators, in a kind of a fun type way, we try to look for those answers. But no one has all the answers. No one has, knows everything. There's no such thing as a cryptozoologist expert, a Bigfoot expert, and no such thing as a ghost expert. Okay, so these people who claim to be experts in those fields, they're not experts, because their experiences are if they never had the same experience as someone else, because a lot of times they don't, how can you be an expert? How can you answer those questions that someone might have, I mean, all I can do is do research and answer questions from my own experiences. But, hey, it is what it is, Oh well. I'm Jim with Life's Adventures, keeping it real. Y'all have a safe and happy new year. Stay positive. I'm out.